Welcome back to the FTS. We are here at Sawmill for the 15th race here. Take a look qualifying up and down the board, and we are going to get ready to go. Fred Jones on pole for this race. Seeing a mix of both playoff and non-playoff drivers. Decent qualifying. We'll see how that translates into the race once we get right down to it. Going around the corner, this is the green flag at the 84 Lumber 150. Let's get it going. There we go. Turn one. As we already got some action in the back, going to be a yellow, so let's get this lap finished up, see where everyone files in line right here. Looks like Fred Jones is going to be leading Nino. And then a whole group of cars fighting for some positions back here inside top 10. Razor going aggressive. And a big group of playoff drivers. Good if you're not bad. Iris, the Puff, and Muhaha. That's like 4 and 1 right here. Everybody come back to the line. That's going to be a caution. So what warrants our first yellow? Oh. 22, Donald Trump. What happened there, buddy? Went down to the first corner, just runs into the back of Purple Bottom, it seems, and just loses control. I think it's like an avoidable situation for the 22, seemingly putting himself in a precarious situation. But yellows are yellows. See a little bit of guys back here maybe flexing out their pit strategy, but you got Willie Stroker, Cheese Lake, and Obama 4 all starting their playoffs on a sour note so far, so that might be a sigh of relief to the rest of the field for now. Also of note, top 3 drivers right now, non-playoff drivers, starting with Darkest Presence in 4th. But here we go. Coming down to the restart, green's back out. See what Fred Jones has got. Everybody barrels in turn 1. Darkest Presence holding a nice steady wheel so far. Dirtman and Morshoe fighting for 5th as the 16 might try to get more. I think Darkest might have him beat off the corner. And good if you're not bad. Well, he's good right now, so you know what that means. Not bad. Not sure how Dirtman skills translate to a road course, but you know, he's dirt racing and definitely his background. Let's see how you go for it here. Definitely taking a look underneath Morshoe at the moment, as Fred Jones is speeding away. Iris back to 11th right now, and Muhaha JJ back to 14th. So you got some playoff drivers on the edge here. Not sure how that'll play out. Another guy on the edge, seemingly, is the Puff. Once regular season champion, now currently running 16th. A little further back, you'll find Dump Truck and Benny Scholl, both behind the 25. So it begs the question, who's going to get those points? Benny Scholl trying to keep in pace with Dump Truck because those two close to each other, both on track into the points. Some Dump Truck just had a really bad set of corners. Hello. Grab me that 47. He's going the wrong way. Back up front, Fred Jones leading Nino as the top spots aren't really being contested so far. Razor and Iris going to battle. This is for 10th between these two. 52 is going to get right behind the 84. Try to plan his next move. Now, a couple drivers going really wide off second to last turn. That's going to close the gap for a battle going down the hill onto the front stretch. Look at Bunger and Billy Mays side by side. They're keeping that up all the way into turn one. I think Bunger's finally going to let it go because of that sharp turn. That's rough. Darkest Presence dropping a spot to Morshoe. That's strange. As Fred Jones continues to run away. Bunger keeping in touch with the 7. Seeing what he's made of and how much he can get away with. Speaking of how much they can get away with, look at Dirtman 5 all over the back of Darkest Presence. Hello. So much going on. Benny Scholl is just, everyone just seems to be like kind of cosmically stuck where they are for the time being. Benny Scholl actually trying to make a move on the 91, but can't be sure. Can't get there. Tries moving a little bit. Not sure if going to exercise the use of the bumpers, but God, it's tough. Snaking down the straights, trying to figure out a way. 25 just had a really rough corner right there. Up force, Miku, side by side. And Miku's got the spot going into 1 right there. Back up. We see Morshoe going for 3rd. This side by side. 43 is going to cave really hard here. You see the hard charging Darkest Presence behind. You got to drop in line before he looks. But I think he's going to take an interest in making a pass here. Presence going really hard in the paint. Try to get underneath the 43. It's just frustrating knowing that you're that close to being able to start something, but can't quite execute right where you need to. Muhaha JJ and Howard Pavilion at it for a spot. This is for 14th. They're still going. There's no way that they're shaking each other off. 35 is still trucking. Maybe the 25 wants to help someone make a pass so he can get a spot too. The Puff looking for 15th. I think he's got it. Pavilion up top as he's going to drop a spot to the Hampter. Or at least go side by side with the 46. Let's see what's up. Horseshoe now up to second. This is looking really good for the 16 team. Benny Scholl actually getting in cahoots with the 56 team of Butterpants. That's going to be a tough spot to lose right there. Can't seem to tread water on an upward progression for the one team. That is just tough as is. 91 goes a little wide in the corner. Butterpants to his outside, but that doesn't translate to anything as 91 maintains position. Benny Scholl desperate for any sort of way around as he tries to go back to the outside of turn one. That's not going to work. Does not seem to be working at all. But now he does once he gets to the top of the track. Does it with ease. Now Nino and Spock battling hard for third up in the top spots. These two, yeah, it's tough, barely missing the playoffs. Gotta pick up the pieces and just keep getting as good a runs as you can. Nothing more to really do about that. Spock there. As Purple Bottom is actually really close to going a lap down. Any pit takers? No? Darkest Presence looking for fourth place. This is an important spot to him. He's just looking for all he can get, trying to shake off the rust and start and truly grow into a contender throughout his season. He has a rough exit right there, and that's going to let Dirtman 5 attempt to close the gap. Yeah, Benny Scholl's been like the one with the most action on track. He's been fighting with the 56 and past the 56. Now he's passing the 91. Next, he sets his sights on the 46 and made it look easy. Goddamn. Just straight up. Benny Scholl was just putting on a clinic despite lacking the track position. The one is the show. Howard Pavilion, 16th right now on the grid as he sees the one coming. Not sure what the course of action is here. Not sure how long the fuel run is here either. It's getting pretty long, so but I expect him to make at least one stop throughout the race. Not sure, maybe a second stop for a caution. What's the fuel mileage window look like? That's my question. Muhaha just maintaining right now. Doing himself a favor, keeping a low profile. Just trying to maintain as many points as possible. The Iris making up a spot on the 7. Solid pass for the 84. Going down the hill. Yeah, Morshoe's just driven away from 3rd place. I think the Puff and Howard Pavilion doing battle for a spot. This looks like 15th, whoever comes out on top. As you do. Take a look, Purple Bottom. He's close to going a lap down. Fred Jones running away from Morshoe. Now take a look at the. I'm gonna keep an eye on that 9. That 9 is in danger of getting passed as he's looking rather rough around this one team. Coming off the corner, everybody's just tires getting worse, things getting slower. Haven't worked like they used to before. Oh, look at Bunger and Billy Mays. There, got some spot exchanging position right there. As Benny Scholes picked up another one. Up to 16th. God damn. I got 3 playoff drivers, like one after the other. And Dump Truck has actually fallen to 24th. So this is actually pretty good for these midfield guys. All things considered. Might not be the ideal day, but it could be a lot worse. Just looking for the way around each other. Oh, we got some green flag pit stops happening right now. As look at this, Muhaha and the Puff now top 2 cars. 86 of Fred Jones hit the pits. They're still green, so the top 2 able to duel it out and then finally settle it when they both come down pit road. See, after they're all done bullshitting on track. Muhaha just rolling the corners nice and smooth. Like absolutely shot to shit. So just maintain this corner smoothly here and bring it on down. $35 in, 25 in. Means that Obama 4 bringing it in. Playoff driver had some pretty bad luck. Turn 11's coming in. Fred Jones is staying. He's already got service, so he is coming right on by to take his lead back. Seeing where these leaders pop out. Look at these two side by side off pit road. Woo! Coming on right on by, back with Betty Scholl and Razor. Yeah, battle's on. See to make the fresh stuff work. Actually, see what position they come across the line in, because there's some exchanging for positions that we don't know where they resulted in. Also, school bus. Not a playoff driver, but random appearance inside the top spots right now. Oh, never mind. He's coming down pit road. All right. It's fun while it lasted. Caution's out. Yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow. After a long run of trial and turbulence. It's going to be... Whew. Holy shit. Could not tell you what the fuck happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. Razor just about overdrove a damn corner. Came back up and took out a big chunk out of Muhaha right there. At 35. Not a good look for this team after being involved in an accident which damages a playoff driver. Getting down to near the end of this shit. So we got ourselves plenty of drivers. Muhaha running 17th after damage. Not ending his run. Razor currently sitting in 24th after his damage. Purple bottom in. And that's really about it. All 42 cars still on track, so still plenty of time for things that can and will go wrong. Speaking of things going wrong, Purple Bottom has not come off pit road yet, as the pace truck is one turn away from pit entry. School bus is being scored 2 laps down, but within the 10 to go, lines up in line instead of where the leaders are. Well, that was a long green flag run. This one's going to be a lot shorter. As with limited laps left, we go green, 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 green. This restart's looking pretty mean. A 3 wide move into turn 1. Look at this Nino. Stuns the field with a move as Fred Jones fights back. And this ain't not over yet. This scene is not over yet, boys. Fred Jones fighting back for this one. The top 2 are electric right now. Horseshoe shifts in the 3rd. As the rest of the top spots being fought over hand and fist by a lot of our playoff drivers here. Dirtman 5 falls a little. Tries to catch a step. Look at these boys. All making a good run for it. I think Fred Jones might have the good long run car to really seal the deal here. Could not tell you what the situation is. See if these other drivers can make something happen. Billy Mays fighting for his spots. Fred Jones is off. Absolutely. Goodbye. Oh, Iris looking for a little bit more before the end of the race. Eyeing 4th place. And Nino just driving so hard to keep 2nd, but Morshoe is looking for the spot as Iris looks for 4th. Plenty of side-by-side down the straights here. The positions hold serve. The battles aren't over yet. Iris still making that fight. And the 43 is still keeping his end alive as well. It finally gives a spot. Darkest Presence is going to try and roll right in there just to get the top 5 to open this round. Everybody's making the corner perfectly fine. You know, a little finishing desperation might be setting in on some of these drivers. Just looking at the guy in front of them and just thinking to themselves, just one more position. And that one position might end up causing a lot more than what they bargained for. Dump truck just not able to tread water at all. He is barely huffing the top 20 right now, whereas other drivers like the Puff has now worked his way into the top 10. Iris and Morshoe, these two, they could get into a battle here. It could happen, like, you know, the 12 plays a bit too defensively and the 84 takes advantage. I think the setup might be it. Nino playing perfect defense. Just defending for 2nd. So much. 3 laps to go. Next flag ends the race. Not in the same way as real life, but you know what I mean. Spock in 5th, just stalking his spot. Dirtman 5, trying to bring it home 7th. Iris going for another spot. 84 has been being pretty strong on this restart, meticulously breaking apart car by car, spot for spot, as now Darkest Presence on trying to take 5th from his side. He's looking for it. I think he's got it. Dirtman 5 looking aggressively. Try to pass Spock. 2 to go. 2 laps remaining. Good if you're not bad, sitting in 8th. The Puff trying to make a risky pass for 9th. Has to settle back in line. Doesn't get the position. Spock just sitting in line 6th place. Everyone's kind of just lined up. Maybe they've burned up all their short run stuff. I couldn't tell you. Iris is just in 3rd, stalking, waiting for the right time to strike. Doesn't come. White flag for Fred Jones. One more time around for Team 86. Looking back here, there's some side by side, but it's looking like it's been dying down as of late. Curbio there. The Puff just running, trying to hold off Benny Scholl. Let's see who's going to make the jump for one final shot at track position. Bunger's not looking that fast. Maybe this could be the position. Hard to tell. Final shoot right here. Dirtman 5 holding the spot from Good If You're Not Bad. Fred Jones gets the W. Sawmill. Checkered flag all the way from the top to the bottom. Who the fuck is still trying to finish? Henya and Bendystraw. What the fuck happened to you two? Yeah, Bendystraw took an impromptu pit. Yeah, so did you. Hey, great job, geniuses. You played yourselves. As for the rest of normal society, Fred Jones walks away with a very strong win under his belt, but it was not for playoffs. Still, though, all 12 drivers in the playoffs, none locked in. It's still just all over the place. Maybe anyone's game. That's all I got for this episode. See you next time. Take care.